turns gray, a shadow falls, a coward's boring blight. The armies of the villain foes try to steal away the light. They march in dull formation, their banners bleak and pale. A soulless bland invasion that is destined now to fail. 'Cause a signal fires, a hero wakes and answers freedom's call. He straps on sharp fortitude to make the tyrant fall. He does it for the party.
Hey, hey, how's it going, Synapse?
He does it for the pandas. Now it's payback time. He's the havoc bringer.
Let's check out our battle conditions for the day.
Slings chain lightning and thunder in a margarita.
Oh, great. Orange resistance, my favorite. On a good note, everything else is pretty decent.
Sees the spotlight. You wish he'd stayed at home. Battle steel, this silent fuzz thinks he has the upper hand. He's laid his
You doing all right, Synapse?
poison mines all across the weary land. But Tequila Man just smiles and shakes a cocktail cold and deep. He has a promise to the world, a promise he will keep. He raises up one hand and from the ground the towers start to rise, reflecting golden power in his margarita eyes. He does it for the victory, for the stories they will tell. He does it for the pandas as he rings the final bell. He's the havoc bringer.
Yo, what's going on, Gretro? We're actually going to do a quick 2 module pulls. The biggest thing we're hoping for is we are hoping for 2 more sharp fortitudes. Would be awesome to get ancestral. For cannons, I think we need 2 more amp strikes, but I'm not as worried about that. Yeah, about the 200 extra waves on my last tournament that got me 5th in plat. Now I'm looking at like 7th. Daggone. What caused everything to drop that far? What's up, Hudson? How's it going?
Floods is finally broken. His spirit
3 more G comps would be nice, but obviously we're not getting that in 2 pools.
in any world for him to hide or run.
Biggest thing here pretty much is we want sharp fortitude.
A myth, a guiding star.
Negative mass isn't the worst.
Injustice
An okay assist module.
cosmic ball.
We actually got a purple. That's a big change for this account. We don't like to get those here.
Slings chain lightning and thunder in a margarita rain. He's the
Going good. Yo, Tequila, welcome back to Champs. Thank you, Berto. I should have been here all along. How's your day going? It's going pretty good so far. My wife made chocolate chip pancakes for this morning, so started off the day right. We want defense absolute here on Mythic. And yep. A rough bracket, always next time. Yeah. Brackets are very much so just one of those things you cannot. I do want dabs, yes. Let's see. With no dabs on my thing, I'm chilling at 1.23 billion. If I get the dabs roll on that, it'll be fat. I don't remember what Mythic is, but I think we're going to be sitting at like 5 billion or something. Are you really surprised, though? We are the defense guys here. Ah. I wonder how long that's been like that. It couldn't have been long, actually. I checked them yesterday, but 826k, I've been saving. Did I level dabs in lab? I do. I have level 50 dabs. I have it at level 50. And I do plan to take that to max. But there are more pressing things to get right now. Just 11x. Ancestral dabs is 20x. No, it's just 11. No, it's 1,000. I'm pretty sure. It's 1,000%, which would be a 10x. Which would put me at 10 billion. 10 billion dabs would be awesome. W-Wife, yeah, she's awesome. Just sent you my ultimate weapons in Discord. Alright, scrolled, hang on. Just sent you my ultimate weapon in Discord. Going to stone pack a bit for Black Friday. Can I get your thoughts? Yeah. Let me finish getting set up really quick and start the tournament so I can get the early boring stuff out of the way, and then I will take a look. Synapse. You're thinking perma black hole for farming? Okay, I'll take that into account. Alright, what was I doing? Events. Okay. Alright. Cards are on. We are going to drop Fortress and Health for damage and Berserker, and then extra defense for crit. Just for the start for the Death Wave. And we're going to just jump straight into it. Look at that little swimming panda. We are not respecing for this tournament unless it is absolutely necessary. We're hoping for a good, easy bracket. Alright, let me pull up the Discord really quick. Alright, so what are we looking at here? We've got 4 ultimate weapons. You've got Chain Lightning and then Golden Trio, which is an awesome start. You've got 2-minute 10-second natural sync, which is really good. Honestly, before I would go to a perma black hole, I always recommend people getting it to at a minimum 120-second sync, and you're at 130. Or if you wanted to get a, because perma black hole, if you're not using Primordial Collapse, is going to be a pretty solid coin loss. If you are using Primordial Collapse, you're going to jump enough waves that the coin loss should be pretty negligible. That is also very deterministic on the account, but like for me, I actually gained coins going perma black hole with Primordial Collapse, but I also had it an ancestral, and I gained like 100 waves on a tier higher. So I had the higher coin multiplier from jumping a tier and extra waves. But everything else looks really good so far. I mean, 40-meter black hole is good. Let's see. Your black hole duration, I think, needs... Is it one more click? No. 3 more clicks for the 12-second sync. You want to keep your black hole 12 seconds behind your golden tower so that you're synced up 100% as far as the durations go. So you would want a 32-second duration right now. Hang on, I'm seeing what you just said. Next choices are Chrono, pSwamp, or ILM. You are using PC. If you are using PC, then there's a decent chance that going perma right now is not going to be that big of a coin hit, and it might be worth doing now. But I would, if you did do that, I would definitely go for dropping your sync cooldown as soon as possible following that, trying to get it down to at least like a 120, if not all the way down to 100 second. But I mean, where you're at, you're looking really strong, and you're in a good position because there's not a great there's not really that many bad answers. Is it 10x or plus 10x? I believe it's plus 10x, Hudson, for the dabs. What's up, Graham? How are you doing? We are getting started on the tourney on the main account, and we are checking out Synapse's ultimate weapons and trying to figure out the best path going forward. You know, Synapse, based on the picture here, are you planning on buying all of the Black Friday packs and the any stone packs? Like, do you know roughly how many stones you're going to be getting? Because that'll help a lot with how much you're going to be able to actually do. Because you might be able to, if you get all of that, like the stones and the Black Friday packs, then you very likely could do both. Like, you could probably drop down to like 100-second sync and get perma black hole. Because that's a lot of stones. We also, I don't think they've announced what the packs are going to be yet. So just going off of what they were last year is kind of the logic that I'm using. So that would be $59.50 if you bought all of them. How are you doing today, Graham? You think Ancestral Dabs is 20x? Is it? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's 1,000. Alright, I'm gonna look it up because I don't like speculating.
From humble beginnings, a single small post, to cannons and lasers, a powerful host. He gathers the gold with a masterful hand, upgrading defenses across a whole land. Oh, tower idle defense, the strategy's key, and Tequila Man's here for all eyes to see. Waves crashing down, a relentless display, but his tower stands strong, come what may. He watches them fall, the enemies flee, his kingdom secured, wild and free. Through levels he climbs with a determined grin. Let the next wave commence, let the victory begin. Oh, tower idle defense, the strategy's key, and Tequila Man's here for all eyes to see. Waves crashing down, a relentless.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it right now. I think I found it. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Cannon. Armor. Defense absolute is, yeah, it's 1,000. It's 1,000%. So that would be a 10x multiplier. I'm on the other side of the yo-yo. I'm in Legends going to get demoted. Yep, I'm hopefully on the upside of the yo-yo on this one, so getting promoted on this one. But we shall see how this bracket turns out. My last bracket was rough, dude. They were like, I was at like 1590 I think 1594, and I was in fifth place with 1594 in champs.
Chain lightning cuts the skyline, sparks across the neon night.
You're 18, Legends 15. See, look at that. I'm not gonna beat this guy. Not beating Rachel.
He pours a silver
So that means I'm definitely not getting above third.
the havoc bringer whispers.
Outside of one of them whiffing or something. I doubt I can beat Bell. That's fourth place.
Raise your glass to chaos. Watch the cosmos die. Take it up, man. Hear the missiles sing from the galaxy compressor comes the final stand.
As of now, I'm definitely getting fourth place or less. Or we can hope for some others to be not that great.
Sharp 42 like razor steel and shaken by the void.
Indies, I like that name. Yeah, it looks like I'm probably gonna get like anywhere from I'm gonna say 4th through like 7th on this one without doing anything too crazy. I don't think there's any shot I'm getting 1st or 2nd though. For sure, there's no way I'm getting 1st or 2nd, and I think there was one more, so I'm not getting 3rd. What was it? There was one on Bell, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm probably, I don't think that I'm beating Bell. I have to click on myself. Okay, I'm pretty close on with Bell then, actually. So there's a chance I could get 3rd, but I don't think there's any way I beat, who was it? Yeah, I don't think there's any way I'm beating Kale or Ratchney. So looks like we're gonna possibly be fighting for 3rd to 5th or something like that. But I also did not respec for this tournament, so
Only whispers remain. One more shot for the fallen.
also worth noting, Synapse. I'm planning on going live on it should be Thanksgiving evening around 8 p.m. Eastern, so roughly an hour after the packs drop. And on that stream, we're going to be spending those packs. We are going to be doing the drawing for the Stone Pack giveaway winner, and then as well, I was planning on kind of just playing the tower in the background and helping people that are going to be getting those packs with kind of a good stone plan. I'm gonna try to get all of the charts together for like the I'm gonna get all of the charts together for the ultimate weapon sinks, and kind of have like the stone calculator ready. That way it can actually be a very productive stream trying to help people. What's going on, Rubber Duck Sauce? How are you doing today? I just want you to know, my wife absolutely loves your name. Every time I say it, she's just cracking up.
Golden Tower shining. From the rooftop of eternity,
I like the name Dr. Trashbag. It kills me every time. Dude, the tower has some great community names. All shucks, thanks. I'm really good. I'm done with Tourney and back to farming. Honestly, my normal like go-to is pretty much just run the Tourney. Whatever I get, and then I'm immediately back to farming. That is typically my go-to. What's going on, Study Mage? How you doing? How'd your tournament go so far, Rubber? What's your bracket looking like? Oh, another thing that I'm really excited about, and I kind of should have done this before the stream, but we look at my Guardian here. Oh, you can't see it because the game's paused. I have like 600 Guardian chips ready to go, and I am going to be respecking my bounty chip, putting it all into summon, and then I'm going to keep fetch at roughly where it's at now, just going for a, I'm going to guarantee the maxed out dailies for fetch, and then I'm going to go all in on summon chip, and I have like 600 shards, plus I've put quite a bit of shards into my bounty chip here, so I'm really excited for that. I think I'll see a pretty large coin increase from that. You're on break. Well, I appreciate you tuning in on your break. You're farming tier 9 now? Hell yeah. Oh, are you running Prim C? This bracket sucks. I barely made one KO because of the Thorns reduction. Honestly, yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I don't know how that's going to go for me. I do have Mythic Thorns on my substat, which doesn't help that much. When there's Thorns reduction. And I don't have hardly any damage at all. Summon chip was a big increase for me. It's really good. Yeah. I'm excited for it, but I'm kind of wanting to wait until I'm getting my what's it called? Golden Tower Plus. I'm getting Golden Tower Plus whenever the Black Friday packs come out on, should be this coming Thursday. And whenever that happens, I was going to respec my summon chip so I have all of it at once. What's my max wall HP? I have 550 T with Mythic Sharp Fortitude. So I also only have a Mythic Sharp Fortitude, but I have no idea what the max is, so I'm not anywhere close to maxed out with this, but I want to put my cash into my ELS right now. So I'm not 100% sure. If you're not still in here later, I will gladly DM you on Discord, Study Mage. But I will know here soon. Legendary Prim C, but Ancestral Orbital Augment? Oh, damn. I did not get Ancestral Orbital Augment. I would love to have gotten that, though. Hell yeah, GT Plus is a huge milestone. Yeah, I'm really excited for it, but also on top of that, I'm gonna start saving up and get my next card masteries. So I'm gonna be getting Wave Accelerator and RPC as soon as I get the GT Plus, and then after I buy the purchase price of both of those, I'm gonna go straight into increasing my ultimate weapons and trying to get the maxed out, like closer to a perma GT Plus. What's going on, New? How are you doing today? Having free ups mastery helps with maxing it quickly. I have 400 levels in EALS and max it just before 400 waves. That would be lovely. I don't get it anywhere close to that, but Because half of mine go into enemy health level skips. But I mean, I start out with like 360 or something EALS. I'm doing fantastic. This tournament's already better than last one because I'm in champs and not legends. I mean, not legends, the other one, platinum. Sorry, I had to step away for a second. I was thinking around 100 or a tiny bit more. Okay, so here, let me move the. All right, so if you buy one of those $100 packs, then that would be all the way up above the chat box. Okay, that would put it at 1,350 stones. So that would probably be about enough to get you that permanent black hole, or to get you a full 10 seconds on your sync cooldown. So I'm gonna have to pull up the chart. You've got 500 stones saved up as well. Okay, that's good. So that'll put you at 1,850 stones basically, plus the 2 tournaments. So let's just round up and say around 2,000 stones, which is quite a bit to play around with. Let me give me a second. I'm gonna try to pull up that the chart for the cost of black hole. See, or do you already have it? How much it would cost you to get perma black hole from where you're at? And also, do you have G-Comp on? And if so, what rarity? What's my LTC? Let's hope it's better this year. I hope it's, honestly, if it's the same, it would be awesome. This year, like last year's were insane. For that amount of money, like, that's better than the regular stone packs. As far as the stones are concerned, I don't know about the gems, but I'm assuming they're similar. But you're getting basically a slightly more efficient stone pack for the dollar amount, and then also just getting a free 1,400 medals. So if they kept it the exact same, I would be very happy. If they reduce it, I'm going to be very upset. My LTC is 8.01 Q, little Q. 8 little Q. Quadrillion. I've had some really inefficient farming days here lately. I have been forgetting to log in and restart my run at lunchtime. I'll leave the house with like an hour and a half left on the run, and I'll think, okay, you know, I've got an hour drive. When I get there, I need to do some stuff, and then, you know, 30 minutes later, I need to go ahead and remote in and restart the run, and then I'll just forget, and then I'll get home, and it's like 10 hours later, and I'm just like, I could have ran an entire farming run today. What's up, Cum? How you doing? This is the tower. G-Comp is legendary? Okay. We'll have to, I'll have to start looking at how much you're gonna need to get on the chart. Do you know, Synapse, what you're gonna have to get for Perma Black Hole? You're gonna hit 5Q today or tomorrow? 4.94Q? Hell yeah. This shit hurts my head to look at. Dude, this is the most expensive screensaver you can think about, Cum. That's what this is. It's the Tower Idle Tower Defense, but it's also basically a screensaver for your phone, that is the most expensive one you can ever pay for. Calculator says I just need the cooldown with the perk. Okay, are you going for perma in tournaments and? Hell yeah, I appreciate you being here. Are you planning on going perma for tournaments as well, for EHP farming? Or not farming, but EHP tournament pushing? Or are you wanting perma with perk? Because that massively changes the cost. Because I went perma all the time with no perk. That's what I use in tournaments now. I wish auto restart was more accessible. I also can't check my tower super often, and shorter runs would be impossible for me without it. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of thinking about dropping back to doing like 14-hour runs in tier 12 instead of tier 13. Message me on Discord real quick.
Worlds are lost and heroes fall, and darkness claims the day. A shimmer in the fabric of the cosmos lights the way. He steps out from the multiverse, the nexus is his door. A legend whispered on a billion planets, and a million more. He holds a glass, a liquid.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. I'm reading something.
The one who brings the party and leaves no villain left behind. They call him to kill a man, a legend for the ages. From the spotlight's glare to the panda's lair, he turns history's pages. He'll fight for what
Alright, sorry, let me catch back up. Yeah, so I've been thinking, Rubber, about going back up to the 14-hour runs of tier 12, so I can have an easier time with the restarting of my runs. And even though it's slightly less coins and cells per hour than running the tier, I think am I doing tier 13? Yeah, tier 13s. It's slightly less to do tier 12 than tier 13 now, but with the downtime that I'm getting, which it's my own fault, I need to just be better about setting alarms and stuff. But if I do that, it might be better overall coins.
Some say he's just a phantom, some say he's just a myth, a cosmic joyful wanderer to share a cocktail with. But when the fleets of thoughts appear, a tide of endless drift,
Alright, sorry.
myth becomes a warrior.
I don't know why my flamebot is so fast either. You have the same tower range as me? You got 5 minutes before you have to leave? Okay, let me see where my health is at. Looking. I'm currently at 34 trillion, but I'm nowhere close to maxed out. Like, I'm gonna do another 4x that. Or no. Yeah, I'm gonna do another 4x that for my. So I'm gonna be at like 120 trillion just off of my death wave health, and that's not counting maxing out the last 300 levels of health and almost 400 levels of wall health. So I've got quite a bit to go before I'm maxed out. But I'll be definitely over 120 trillion just off of my death wave health alone. You don't think you can afford that right now? Okay, yeah, Synapse, if I would want to get there in Tourney, but I was thinking maybe save up while I get Mythic G-Comp. Yeah, I would probably wait for Mythic G-Comp to push for that, honestly, if you're planning on running that, I would almost suggest just go ahead and going full on into your cooldowns and getting another click or two. That's guaranteed to get you better, what's it called? Like, I guess, immediate return. But then also, it's, I would resync up your duration between your golden tower and your black hole. So I think you need 3 more clicks in your black hole to make it 32-second for the black hole and then 44-second golden tower. I think that's what I would probably go with right now if I was you. And then you can save up after the fact and get your black hole. And then honestly, that would be less of a coin hit anyways, going perma black hole, because you can just go, you'll have less time in between your syncs for your golden tower death wave. Getting 8k waves in T11 now. Your damage is too high to max death wave health. I'm at 4x with 30 waves less than you. Yeah, it's, well, honestly, I don't even know if it's, yeah, it's probably that. Oh wait, I'm a dumbass. I have chain lightning and spotlight missiles on. I normally turn that off for the beginning. But I mean, either way though, I max out my death wave health by like 600 waves normally.
The legend is real. Are you ready?
I've put a little bit into my damage. I just wanted to get it maxed faster, but all good. Oh, and that's the other thing. I'm running damage cards still. I normally drop these immediately after. Oh. Yeah, that's that's no health card. Okay, I'm a dumbass. That was no health card in, by the way, Study Mage. I'll see you later. Greeny's he's doing EHP now. That feels good to hear, buddy. EHP is life.
Gentle heart, black and white, in his view, day and night. Then the switch in his head, target locked, nothing said.
Tequila man, yes sir. This song is a banger, dude. Yeah, EHP is life. Dang, you're talking a lot of sense. I was hoping for a big pop with the stones, but that's probably not the best, and I would rather be. Yeah, I mean, realistically, it is still a big pop because you're gonna knock off like a solid either 10 or 20 seconds of your cooldown sync, and then also sync up the last little bit of that golden tower death wave, or sorry, golden tower and black hole. So it's going to be a pretty large coin increase for you, and probably sells as well because you're getting your death wave cooldown actually. So it's going to be both. Smart missiles. Yeah. Today I lost progress of 2 days. I got reset to my progress I had Thursday. Damn, that's... Yeah, was it a cloud sync issue, McYaki? Yeah, he can tank OC Overcharge with EHP. And Space Displacer and OA mostly kills with all the percent damage. He's got over 9k waves in last tournament. Everything else he just chain stuns and never attacks. Yeah. It's kind of a combo between EHP and EHP percent damage, which I mean percent damage is kind of where you move first from EHP. So it's kind of a mix between that and hybrid, or sorry, Glass Cannon, because Glass Cannon really isn't even doing enough damage to kill things as much as it is CCing enough for you to kill it. And whether you're doing percent damage or have enough damage to kill it with your CC, like they're both effectively the same.
The house lights hit the floor, the crowd begins to chant his name. He steps out from the shadows to play his favorite game. He walks right to the center, a salt rim glass in hand, the undisputed hero in the sun-scorched dusty land.
I'm planning on going there. I want to be able to EHP overcharges. Right now I can't even EHP enough to get 2 tier 14. Yeah, it was a sync issue. Ended my run this morning on the PC. The phone had a tower update and I was unaware of the notification. If I want to load the save file from Thursday, there we go. Lost 2 days. Yeah, that's... I hate the whole cloud save thing. I'm very, very careful whenever I'm transferring because I play on my phone, my iPad, and my PC. So then, like right now, I'm on my PC, and I'm a little paranoid about the whole cloud save thing. I've actually had a bug where it gives you the birthday relics or whatever whenever you're transferring devices, but it's from just like saving my cloud saving like 5 or 6 times. And so like most of the time I will cloud save, close it on whatever device I was already on, reopen it, make sure the cloud save saved, cloud save again, close it again, and then open it up on the new device. So I normally do 2 to 3 cloud saves per switching device, just to make sure. I contacted support. I hope they can do something, retrieve it, or at least compensation. Yeah, honestly, from what I've heard, and I've never had this happen myself, but they normally do. By the time they get to you, it's almost worth it to have just kept running in the first place, especially with it only having been 2 days. But a lot of the times they do give some sort of compensation. So my recommendation would be probably to just keep on going with where you're at, even with the 2-day loss, and then hope they compensate you with something. But I don't know. Because today's, with it being the weekend especially, I would expect a slightly slower response. Yeah, no, it's terrible that it happened, and I really do hate that it did. But with it only being 2 days, and the time it's going to take them to get back to you, I feel like you would almost be better off to just keep running the account with where you're at, and then hope for compensation in the after effect. I keep it running. Pull the support I'm going to play and won't wait, but I asked for the compensation. Yeah, that's probably what I would have done as well. but it is a terrible situation to be in. You decided to do a second run on, I'm assuming you mean on the tournament. How'd your first tournament go, New? Yes, I am an EHP build. So I got busy and didn't do demon mode. I got 4th place, but starting to drop. What waves are you at, you? And are you in champs or what bracket are you in? What's up, Morris? How are you doing? You got 758. I'm still running, but I'm currently at 397. I use EHP2, but I have to run hybrid and tourneys. I feel like I'm hard stuck right now, and I don't know how to get much progress. It feels so slow anyways, and now the progress loss is frustrating. You got any tips? Where are you currently sitting around in tournament progression? Like, are you in champs, and what waves are you getting in your tiers? Wherever you're at, though, I will say, this might be a little bit of a hot take, but if you are planning on running EHP for a long period of time, like myself, I'm going to EHP my way through Legends, and I will say, I think that health regen mastery is massively underrated. So, it got me, I think it was this jump here, maybe. Yeah, I went from like 5950 waves to, no, sorry. I went from 6,000 waves to 6,200 waves. I was getting less than 6,000 and I went up to 6,200 waves. It got me like 260 waves or something in my farming runs, and then also in my tournament, it brought me from 1594 to 1635. This was one tournament, and the only difference between these two runs were the regen mastery. So it got me 41 waves in champions at a pretty top end as well, I would say. What's up, Dizzy? How are you doing today? We are big chillin'. We are doing fantastic. But I think regen mastery is massively undervalued by a lot of the community, but with the caveat that you are going to be staying with a wall EHP tank build for long term, because it is 750 stones. Big chillin', hell yeah. What's up, Michael? How you doing today? Making some more pixel art? I saw the one you were messing with, I don't know, it was a couple days ago now, but it looked really good. Okay, you're in champs, you get somewhere around 12 to 1500 waves. 1500 only got you 10th place. So you're definitely at the topper end of champs now. Are you wanting to stay EHP, or are you wanting to transition into hybrid? See the stuff you did the other day? You did a bunch. I don't think so. I only saw one or two. You were streaming it, and you were doing one. It was mainly it was tower themed, but I don't know. You were doing it on stream. Are you planning on staying EHP through Legends, McYaki, or are you wanting to transition more into like a hybrid / glass cannon kind of build? Because you're getting to the point now where you almost need to decide. Look in the dev updates on Discord. I've been very out of it, dude. There's 50 messages that I haven't read. Oh, hold up now. Hey, is the voting still open for this? Trying to think of which one I want. Alright, I've made my vote. I usually like EHP. My goal is to max wall or in general all EHP labs, but it feels like glass cannon is more valuable. But I want to be one of the guys that prove that EHP is viable. So, kind of in the same boat that I'm at. It looks like I just have a tiny bit more time in at this point. If you're planning on staying EHP, then honestly, hybrid is kind of useless. For me, when I was around where you are now, going around 1200 waves, I was going a little bit further when I had damage. Now that I'm going closer to like 1600 waves, they're scaling more than I can keep up with without investing a lot into damage, to the point where I just completely ignore it and go full EHP still, and it's getting me further in waves than when I was going damage. Now, some battle conditions really mess you up, and like this one's pretty bad with orbs and thorns, but thorns being the big one here. But this is still not the worst for EHP, but thorns is pretty hard. So my biggest thing, it does slow down a lot when you're around where, you know, both of us are, but at the same time, just keep going into your EHP. Because I don't know where your wall labs are, but like for me, I've got 19 in regen, 10 in thorns, 42 fort, maxed wall health, and then I have maxed death wave health. I don't know where your ultimate weapons are, but you need to start getting percent damage reductions. So like for me, I went into the Flamebot. I have a 47% permanent damage reduction on all enemies from Flamebot. I also recently unlocked Chrono Field, which I am currently labbing, and I'm taking the lab to max, and I'm going to go for Perma Chrono Field soon. And the big reason you want that is actually for the damage reduction. The damage reduction. So it starts at 10% and then it unlocks another lab the same duration as chronofield duration. Your wall is more developed than mine. Yeah, honestly, then it's going to be the other damage reduction. So like I've got flame bots of 47%, and then I also use Prim C, which is an additional 80%. And then I've got 10% damage reduction while chronofield is active, which right now is not very much. So if you're, depending on where your gold bot is, I would recommend getting a flame bot and starting the lab for the cooldown for it. And all you care about for the start of flame bot is you want to max out your cooldown in your range and then start the lab for it. And then once the lab gets really good, then you can worry about going the rest of the way and going into damage reduction. Yeah, my labs are lacking pretty good, but right now I've got chronofield duration. I'm gonna keep lab speed in until it's maxed. It's already at 91, almost 92 now. Or, sorry, it's almost to 91. But I've got shatter shards almost at level 2. I've got chronofield duration in until, I want to say it was like towards the end of December, around December 20th. And then I've recently started going back into my econ up here. I was running labs 1 and 2 as EHP, but I need to max out my econ. So lab 1 is econ, lab 2 is EHP, 3 is shatter shards, 4 is chronofield, and then 5 is lab speed for the next good little bit, probably like 2 months. So I've actually kind of hit a wall with my labs for a little bit here until I can afford a 5x lab. Which right now I have a pretty big stockpile. I'm about to 5x my lab speed for a couple days. You aim for high champs or legends because you lack so hard on stones, but it feels like glass cannon is the only way. I mean, that's not necessarily the case. So you'll get to a point where you have to start building some damage, but you can go very far, and you can even stay in legends as EHP. Like my first time ever getting in legends almost a month ago now was I went 365 waves in legends. And most brackets you need to get around 400 to 450 to pretty much guarantee that you're staying in legends, and I'm not that far off of that. Hey, would you bring me something to drink? Do you use Primordial Collapse, Mikyaki?
In the land of pixels, the battles ignite. Tequila men rise, shining ever so bright. With a click and a tap, his empire he'll build. A fortress of fury with courage instilled. Oh, tower, idle defense. The strategy is key, and Tequila man's here for all eyes to see. Waves crashing down, a relentless display, but his tower stands strong. Come what may.
Yeah, okay. You don't have enough black hole cooldown. So that's a big thing. So I'm able to EHP so much because that's 80% damage reduction just from that, and then I'm getting an additional, what was it, 47% from the my wife's moving furniture right now. Sorry if y'all can hear that in the background. But it's 47% from Flamebot, and then 80%. So I'm not taking very much damage at all. I'm taking like a portion of a percent of damage, I believe. Actually, maybe not, because I don't have max defense percent yet, but I'm planning on getting that soon. I will be labbing my defense percent on in the lab past 23. I've currently got it at 23. So I got it at 23 like you're supposed to get, but I'm planning on taking this probably all the way to max. That way I can have max defense percent even in farming runs. Or sorry, tournament runs. But that is a very long lab, so won't be doing that for a little while. And there's just so many other things I need to do. Shatter Shards takes forever. Chrono Field's in Lab 4 for the next like 3 months, because when Chrono Field Duration is done, I'm going to start the Chrono Field Damage Reduction Lab. And being EHP, I don't have to worry about doing Chrono Field Range, only the Duration and the Damage Reduction. But kind of my thought process is, I'm going to go ahead and get GT Plus. I'm going to grab 2 Masteries, and then develop my GT Plus, or my Golden Tower, actually, just the base GT, a little bit more, because it's in a pretty bad spot. I only have a 43-second duration right now. So I'm going to develop the duration a little bit on my Golden Tower, and then I'm going to move and get Perma Chrono Field after that, probably towards the end of December, maybe January, start looking at saving up and working on my Chrono Field. But because I'm EHP, I have no care to do anything for speed reduction, and I have no care to do anything for the Chrono Field range. I only have to worry about the damage reduction lab, and then going for stones, I only need to worry about the duration and the cooldown going to perma. But it's going to be quite a bit of savings because I do not buy stone packs. I'm only buying the Black Friday packs because of how good of a deal they are, and they come with the medals. Wait, can you hit max defense percent tournaments? I thought even with the maxed ass mod you can only have 95% or something. It's something like that, Rubber. I don't know exactly the max percentage you can get to, but I think that they're going towards it because the last event they came out with that 1% defense percent relic. So I don't know the actual max you can get, but I'm going to hit that number. I don't think you can get the full 98% that you can in farming. But it's also going to be nice because if I get to 95%, then, or if it is actually 98%, then that's even better. But if I can get that, then I can actually ban the defense percent perk, and that'll even be a better coin increase as well, because that perk will be useless, and it just knocks another common out of the pool. So that's kind of my thought there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end. We're getting to a slower part of this run, so I'm gonna end on the baby account, and we are gonna run the tournament on him.
In the silence after fire, only whispers remain. One more shot for the fallen, one more toast to their name.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start on the baby here. Plasma cannon resistance. Uh-oh. Yeah, I would love to. Let's actually, Mikiaki, would you be okay with me doing it on a video? We could either do it live or just send me all the stuff and let me post it to YouTube. If you'd rather not, that's totally fine, but I've been thinking about doing that. Yeah, do you have my Discord? It's Tequila Man. I'm one of the mods in Spartan server. If you don't have it yet. And we can talk about it more after the stream. Sounds good, thank you.
Here he comes, holding sword and light. Tequila Man's here. It's bandit time. Spotlights burning bright tonight. Raise your glass, the vibe feels right. Smart missiles raid inside the game, but the party calls his name. Shots of silver, salt and lime. And it's moving, keeping time. Every cheer, the crowd all chants. Long live the tequila man. Tequila man.
Hey, what's up, Muffin? How are you doing today?
Margarita rivers open wide.
You think the new relics help fill the void? Also, some people go over 23 for tournaments. Yeah. Definitely gonna go over 23. But I'm gonna have to wait. But yeah, actually, I talked to Greeny about that a couple weeks back now, and he said he was very likely gonna go and lab his defense percent to help with overcharges. But apparently now he's even going more EHP than he was at that time.
Raise your drink, the night won't end. Tequila man forever, my friend.
Sorry, may have missed the response. So long-term plan would be drop Golden Trio down to 100 seconds, then go for permanent black hole. Honestly, Synapse, that's what I would personally recommend. The only other caveat to that, before you even drop the cooldown, is sync up your, unless you're not going to have enough to do this and sync it up, I would go ahead and drop the cooldown ones. And then I think you need 3 more seconds into your black hole because you want to have a 12-second longer golden tower. So I think your golden tower was 44 seconds, so you'd want a 32-second black hole. That way when you get the perk, they are synced up and are together the whole time. Just got 200 more waves focusing damage versus EHP and platinum. Damn, congrats. That's what I'm saying though. For me, there was a long portion of time where if I focused more on EHP, I did less than if I went hybrid or damage focused. But then now, especially with Primordial Collapse and Flamebot, it's much better. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Now it's much better for me. Like, I'm getting to the point now where my EHP is scaling better than what my damage can scale to because I don't have the investment into my damage. You do not play with this. But like, take this tournament right now, for example. I know I can EHP quite a bit more than the 1.5 trillion. Like, I'm still immune to damage at this point. But the enemies are at almost 400 Q, and that I can easily scale through for damage. But whenever it starts scaling up into like the S health, even in Legends, like, I know for a fact I cannot get enough damage on my account to do, with the current level of CC that I have, to do the damage that Legends requires. However, with my EHP, I was able to go 365 waves, and I could not have done damage at that wave count. You don't really have much damage investment. Legendary Dimension Core, RB, and a Mythic Plus AS. Did all the work. Oh wait, it is triple A's. Tell her I'm sorry. Two. Bring those back to mommy and get triple A's. Yeah, that's roughly where I'm at, Muffin, as well. I'm just saying, like, with my level of CC and ultimate weapons, I just I can't scale my damage high enough for the top end of champs or into legends. Like, it just scales, the game scales faster than what my damage can handle, but I have my EHP scaled a lot higher.
When worlds are lost and heroes fall, and darkness claims the day, a shimmer in the fabric of the cosmos lights the way. He steps out from the multiverse, the nexus is his door, a legend whispered on a billion planets and a million more. He holds a glass, a liquid sun, a smile both sharp and kind, the one who brings the party and leaves no villain left behind. They call him to kill.
Okay, thanks. I realized my stream was slowly losing time somehow, so I was behind. It's all good, Synapse. You're at wave 690 now, and your enemy attack is like half of mine. What are your enemy skips at? I'm at 51.13%. I have skipped 95 waves. That is a big part of why I go so far. Enemy level skips. I don't remember what my lab is at, or not the lab, but my enemy level skips plus. I want to say somewhere around 12 or 13. But I've also, I mean, I've skipped 1/7 of the wave so far. So, if you're in champions like I am, there's a 30% subtracted enemy level skips. So I'm at 51.24, but I'm actually only at 21.24. You're only at 7 skips, yeah. So, and the way that the math works on that is if you are at 30%, it cannot reduce you but to 1%. So if you have anywhere from 1% to 30%, then your enemy level skips will actually only be at 1%. Whereas, like, for me, I start out at 33%, so I start out at a 2% chance to skip. Yeah, I'm in champ, so it's a nice comparison as we're almost at the same waves. Yeah. So the way it works, like, it cannot reduce you below 1% for your enemy level skips here. So unless you're able to push much past this 30%, it's not worth actually having. So for me, now that I'm able to get up to 51%, like I'm at a 21.3% chance now. So it's worth me having level skips, but until I was able to get like 10 levels into my ELS Plus and the enhancements, I actually would most of the time, if I was going to respec, I would respec out of my enemy level skips altogether. and I wouldn't put any coins in the workshop or in the enhancements in the enemy level skips, and I would just go full on into my EHP. So like my enhancements right now, I think I'm at like 64 health regen, and then around 62 for health and wall health. And whenever I was respecking out of my enemy level skips, I would put like that extra 1Q into it, and I was getting up to like 65, 70 for the wall health and regen and stuff like that. Yeah, it only goes down to 1%, so you are stuck at a 1% chance until you get above 30%. And that goes for all of the tiers. So when I go into Legends, it is worth me respecking out of this because Legends has a 50% reduction. So I will have a 1% chance in Legends. But I also, I mean, even if I max my level skips out, I'm only at 51.3%. So I'm only going to be at 1.3% maxed out. So instead, I just pull all of my coins, like I'll respec, pull all of my coins out of the enemy level skips, both workshop and enhancements.
Tequila Man. The legend is real. Are you ready? Neon glow, watch the scene in the light, laser green, spotlight burns, feel the stare, ice and lime cuts the air.
So I do have Chain Lightning, I just have it turned off. Oh no, I don't have it turned off. It just, so I have a 3x damage, but then I have 5 quantity and 18% chance because the only thing I care about is applying shock, and I actually do my damage with spotlight missiles and regular smart missiles. So but I don't have enough investment into my smart missiles or my Chain Lightning to do enough damage for it to matter. So I can run the entire run with it off, and I will see a very similar wave count. Especially with Orbs and Thorns not doing anything, it really helps. Honestly, not for me. I don't have the investment into them. And that's with me having, I have quite a bit of lab time into my missiles, so I have, so I've got missile radius, I have, where's that? I have max spotlight missile, so 2 seconds, and then I have missile amplifier at 14, so it's a 22x additive multiplier. And I plan to max these out and go for a smart missile build, but the waves that I'm getting to, the damage doesn't scale high enough to really matter. Like right now at 3.6Q, I could easily kill stuff with my smart missiles if I had maxed out my damage and done a little bit of damage investment, which I have not. So missiles require a similar stone investment to Chain Lightning to do damage, but it also requires like 2 months of lab time, which I would not recommend going into smart missiles unless you just really love them. I really love them, so that's why I did. But they're definitely less viable than Chain Lightning early on, especially. You have Golden Tower, Black Hole, Death Wave, Spotlight, and Chain Lightning now. You were thinking of hoping to get Chronofield next. That's probably the one I would want next as well.
The house lights hit the floor, the crowd begins to chant his name.
Chronofield is really nice, but it is quite a bit of investment. So I also, because I'm going EHP, I don't worry about the CC it provides, only from the percent damage reduction. So that's kind of what I'm going for now. I do have a Chronofield, and I'm working on the Chrono Duration lab, but I'm not going to invest stones into it until later on, after GT+. But it is nice to get the Chronofield just so you can start the labs, because on a 4X with 91 lab level of lab speed, it's still a 55 and some change day lab, and that's with, like I said, level 90 lab speed, or 91, and a 4X boost the entire time. It's a 55-day lab. Damage reduction is nice too. Yeah, it's pretty much required for my build to have that maxed out soon. I'm probably gonna have to wait until Chronofield is maxed before I can go much further, but as of right now, it's an additional 10%, which is huge, but until Chronofield is maxed, it's not reliable enough to rely on. But if I get lucky, then it gets me quite a bit more waves, but it's just way too inconsistent right now, because I've got a 3-minute cooldown with a 28-second duration, so it's just never up. I'm going to use ILM for the CC. It's cheaper. Yeah, ILM is really nice because it only costs about, I think it's 650 stones, because you want to drop it to a 2-minute 30-second sync with max quantity, and that's all you really have to care about. I think it's like somewhere around 650 stones, so it's really cheap to get. Yes, so as far as killing stuff, Smart Missiles is probably the worst ultimate weapon in the game. Poison Swamp and Lightning are way better. Unless you go all out into Smart Missiles, you max the lab, which requires a good developed Spotlight, maxing the Spotlight Missile Lab, which is a long one. You have to max out the Missile Lamp Lab, which is decently long. You have to max out Missile Radius. So, it's quite a bit of a lab investment just for Smart Missiles to work. And by work, I mean to basically be even with Chain Lightning. And that's the biggest difference. Chain Lightning, you get it, you run a week of you run two weeks of labs, because you got to run Shock and then Shock Chance, and you run both of those for about a week, and then you put 1,000 stones into it, and you're good all the way through champs with that. Whereas Smart Missile needs the same amount of stones, about 1,000, but then it also needs like 2 to 4 months of labs to be close. You want to get Smart Missiles, sync them to your Golden Tower Black Hole, but that's after I get CC. Yeah, so I've got a 2-to-1 sync on my missiles, actually. I've got 50-second cooldown missiles on a 100-second cooldown sync for Death Wave, Golden Tower. Got a 100-second sync on that, and then a 50-second Smart Missiles. That way, I'm planning to invest into my Smart Missiles sometime early next year, and going into a S-Max build, where I'm going to do an Orbless Smart Missile Orb Devo. Or not Orb Devo, rather. Orbless Devo. That's where you're at, but you want to get ILM before Chronofield. I think slowing the enemies down will help me more than the extra damage one that needs a lot of investment. Damage reduction is nice too. I'm sorry, I've been on a little bit of a mental tangent, so I've read those while I was talking, and then I'm rereading them now. Finished getting chrono-filled last tournament, but I'm going to be working on my cooldowns for GT and Deathwave because they're definitely way too high. That's the other thing. I highly recommend people waiting. Getting another ultimate weapon is way less important than investing in what you already have. Like, on the baby account here, I have Golden Trio and then Poison Swamp. And I'm going to not buy a fifth ultimate weapon until I have the trio synced and perma poison swamp. So until that is achieved, which is 200 waves, that's not bad at all. But until all of that is achieved, I have not been watching this at all. But until that's achieved, I am not going to be getting anything for the baby account as far as stones are concerned. Like, everything is going into my first I'm going perma poison swamp, which it's getting closer, as you can see here. We are not far off of perma poison swamp at all. We're only like probably a month off or less. 60-second duration, minute and a half cooldown. Are you going to get first within this bracket? No. I am competing for third place in this bracket, but I am not respeccing, so we'll see what we're looking like towards the end of it. But there's no shot I'm beating these first two people. You've got Ratchney, and Ratchney is tier 18 180 and Legends 20. There's no way I'm beating her or him. And then what was the other one that was crazy? There was another one. There was one other person in here that was crazy. These are cool names. Third will still make Legends. So there's Bell right here. I'm going to be competing with Bell. I feel like I'm on a similar level. I'm going to be competing with Bell for third, is what I'm thinking. But like I said, I am not respeccing. And there was another person that was crazy. Yeah, oh, Carpe. Carpe is probably going to be competing with us for third. There was somebody that had like 180 waves in tier 18. Maybe him, yeah. Here we go. Kale. Yep, that's it, Kale. So I'm thinking it's going to be probably Ratch and then Kale as first and second. And then it's going to be pretty much me, Bell, and Carpe as competing for third. Well, third, fourth, and fifth, I should say. But we'll see. We'll see what we're looking like. If we're going to demote, I'll probably off-stream, respec, and rerun. If I'll give it a little bit of time after the tournament and see kind of where we're sitting. But part of the problem is I do run Wave Accelerator, so I am going to get there a little bit faster most likely. But I have been pausing quite a bit to talk. I wanted to work the labs on Chronofield. Yeah, that's kind of why I bought Chronofield next, because I could have bought ILM and got the CC, but realistically with my build, the CC is only going to help me a little bit, whereas Chronofield is going to be huge for me, and getting it and getting those labs done, like I said, with my level of lab investment, it's 55 days just for the duration, so... And then it's an additional 55 days for the damage reduction after that, because I don't want to commit 2 labs to Chronofield, because there's so much other things I'm trying to work on.
city's glowing, midnight call. Fuzz's army starts to crawl.
Yeah, that was my thought process of getting ILM versus Chronofield. I wanted to start the labs on Chronofield. I'm going full EHP, so I don't really need the CC that much. Now, it could help me a little bit. It could help me a little bit with because I have Perma Black Hole now. None of the ILMs would be getting eaten by the mobs. They're only pretty much going to be eaten by the elites or the bosses, which are the pain points for me anyways. So it would be pretty good. But I also wanted to probably like all of the investment for my stones going to GT Plus. Like I would rather get GT Plus first rather than put the extra stones into ILM, because ILM at base is going to be useless because of the stone, or because of the wall that I have. Like until I get some quantities. Sorry, I'm walking around trying to get the air conditioner plugged in. It's actually really hot today. Gotta go, have a great day. Thank you for stopping in, Synapse. Your problem with Chronofield is you get shotgunned so hard when it turns off. I would just have to keep it off until I get perma. I mean, realistically, that like, if you don't have the damage to slow them or to kill them while they're out, then it's not gonna hurt you that much. Unless you're talking, because it's only a 20% slow, and if you're talking about getting shotgun, that 20% probably wouldn't be that crazy different. So like, you should invest more into getting it perma'd first, but you shouldn't have to keep it off. Unless you're talking about using the perk version, which the perk version I think has a pretty decent slow to it. But my thinking on it was just, because I'm only committing one lab slot, it's 4 months. It messes your runs up when you get the perk. As in, you go shorter with it. Yeah. No, it definitely could, and that's kind of the end goal, Rubber, is way later on. I'm going to be going for the slow, the Chronofield Plus, but for the very not even near future, just like kind of the next several months, I don't plan on doing that. It's crazy, Muffin. I wouldn't have thought that. I guess it's just very tower dependent, because like for me, Chronofield, just all Chronofield does is it's there and gives me 10% damage reduction, but it's not there very often. It's like right here, that boss didn't do anything to me for the first couple hits because of the Chronofield. An additional 10% DR is nice.
Legions, fleets of steel, with empty hearts that cannot feel. Tequila men
gonna rerun on the baby account. Let's see if we can get past 200. I forgot to put on, forgot to turn off, what's it called? Take off cache. Yeah, just working on the labs is a good plan if you aren't going in all in. Yeah, I'm not. And that's the thing. So I'm going to work on the labs over the next about month and a half. I will have maxed out chronofield duration in the lab. Then over the next about month, or month and a half to 2 months to work on the damage reduction. During that time is where I'm going to invest the stones. Like after the lab is done for the duration is when I'm going to start investing stones into it to get perma. And at that point, roughly the same time that I'm finishing my perma by saving up my stones, I'm also going to have the maxed out, I think it's 25% damage reduction from chronofield. And then at that point, I've got a really solid chronofield. And then I'm going to probably go back into my masteries a little bit after that, card masteries. And possibly by that point, I will be having the assist modules as well. So, like, pretty much right after I finish perma chronofield with max damage reduction, I'm going to have a lot more things to buy stones than I've got stones. Because I'm going to have assist modules. I still have a lot of card masteries to buy. Because I'm pretty much only going to be buying, what is it? Wave Accelerator and RPC Mastery. Those are the only two masteries I'm buying for now. Wave Accelerator and RPC. And then after that point, I'm probably going to... I'm going to have to think about it, but I'm going to start... Like, I'm definitely going to be buying health and cash and enemy balance and Wave Accelerator. Or Intra Sprint Mastery soon after that, but not until I can actually afford, you know, at least one or two of the labs at a time. Plus, my base golden tower needs a lot of work. I've only got a 43-second duration. Which, one good thing is, I do plan to drop... I've thought about dropping my... whenever I hit 141, I think I'm going to drop golden tower bonuses lock, and I'm going to roll the 2 slots for golden tower duration. But I'm going to wait till I hit 141. And I'm only at 123. But RPC gets you somewhere around a level every other day. Give or take. So... and actually, while they're lower level like it is now, it's going to be more often than that. But I am still working on Shatter Shards. It's almost level 2, which is going to be really big. And then, as soon as I finish Shatter Shards, I'm going to slot in the module shard cost reduction and max it out. It's really low. Yeah, it's only at 15. So, it's only at 15 out of 30, so that's going to get maxed after Shatter Shards. If that works retroactively, Shatter Shards does not, and I do not feel comfortable putting it in and over anything else. There's just so much I need to work on right now.
Death wave rising, golden tower shining, chain lightning cuts the skyline, sparks across the neon night.
Crimson is still Mythic Spotlight Angle, Mythic GT Duration, Mythic Deathwave cooldown. I'm gonna drop the cooldown when I get another click into it, but it's real nice for now. Honestly, so the way GT Duration, oh wait, no, cooldown, sorry. Yeah, cooldown is nice if it lets you click everything else and then wait on the one without destroying the sync. Approximately how many stones to max chronofield duration, cooldown, and speed? I can tell you exactly. In workshop, ultimate weapons, you will have to spend, where is it? Chronofield, you said? $9,000 stones. 9.9k if you actually max all of them out. You don't actually have to max all of them out though, because you can wait, that's minus 20 seconds from duration. Level 20, what is the where does it go to? 30? Okay, so actually you need to drop 10 levels off of that. You're only going to 25, so it's 7.2k stones. It is 7.2 thousand stones. If you have the max lab first in duration, you're going to invest 7.2 thousand stones if you want to max all of them. Now I know a lot of people will get the, I think it's 10% slow from that, and that puts it all the way down to 4.6k. I do not have max chronofield. No, I was doing the math on it. I have a 0 investment chronofield, sir. Mine is all level 0. I didn't mind clicking max on all of them rather than using set targets because I have it at 0. So it's not crazy. And so the cool thing for me though is I can max both of those out minus 10 levels. So it's only going to cost me 4k stones to max it out for what I need. I know you can use the target setting system, Dizzy, but I'm lazy. And like I said, I have level 0, so it's just quick to reset. 'Cause this is what my chronofield looks like. It is low. I've invested 0 stones into chronofield. It is cool to see though. 5.8k into Golden Tower, 5.2k into Spotlight. I love Rand. Is he dropping in for the Ren knowledge? Yeah. He's like, damn it, you're using it wrong. He's about to like drop the band hammer or something on me in the Discord. Showcasing that shit wrong on stream. Actually, that is a good idea. Here, let me. So for Golden Tower, I want to set a target for Golden Tower. I want the duration. I want a 50-second duration, so that'd be level 15. There we go. Save that, because this is something I actually want to do. So my target stones, I need an additional 784. I love Ren, dude. It is simply the best tower tool out there. But look right here. So for my duration here, which is the one I cared about, currently at 43 seconds, and it shows me all of the shit that I'm getting extra, like from my lab. And right here, my next click, it's going to cost me 77 stones. But my target stones, it's 784 stones, and it's going to take me 2.8 weeks based on my tower performance. It's going to take me 2.8 weeks to get that, which is fucking awesome that this does this. I didn't even know it did the estimated time that it's going to take you from your tournament performance. That is too cool. I'm doing the exact opposite of you. I'm going full glass cannon while I'm still in low champs. So my baby account is doing full glass cannon from the start. And by full glass cannon, I have set some parameters. I am not allowed to equip extra defense, fortress, health, or health regen until I unlock fortress mastery for that cooldown reduction. Oh wow. 1,000 waves that's terrible. We're gonna be respecking and rerunning that later. I don't have time to do it now, but we are definitely gonna be respecking and rerunning. I am not demoting, or I'm not gonna let myself only get 1,000. That's what you get when you don't look. I just thought there was no way it was gonna end that fast. Crazy. Oh look, 777. Look at that. That's beautiful. My stones. So I'm saving up right now for my next ultimate weapon. I'm buying Swamp and Chronofield, or Swamp and Lion Mines at the end of next week. Roughly a week from right now. But yeah, the baby account here, I'm doing full glass cannon from the start. I'm not allowed to equip any of those. I'm also not allowed to equip a sharp fortitude. Or, yeah, that's it. Just sharp fortitude. Not allowed to equip it. And it's not doing the best, but it's starting to pick up. A big thing, I put a lot of time into my auto pick rankings. I'm already going to level 11. I'm going to stop it at level 11 for now. But I did that, and then I'm finally getting perk option quantity too. But I AFK way too much with everything going on, so my baby account has taken quite a big hit to maxing out. Well, not maxing, but getting a lot of fan perks and auto pick rankings. I think yeah, I'm at ban pick perks level 3 already on the baby account. I saved up for like a week to get that. I did 1,700-ish waves today in camps. Ooh, he's mad. You know, are you spending, Aaron? Because I know glass cannon is definitely much more achievable, easier if you do spend, but it's doable free to play. That's part of the fun of the baby account is I'm going free to play glass cannon, but doing it from the start, which is a terrible idea. I do not recommend it at all. And then even further, I'm going perma poison swamp first before I invest into my golden trio. Still in plat, LMAO? No, dude. I'm in champs. I just only win 1,000 waves. But I'm gonna respec and rerun. You're not buying any storm packs? Yeah. I think in the beginning, at least, to get through champs, EHP is going to be faster if you're not, but at the same time, it's definitely just normal pack. What is normal packs? Are you talking about like the Yeah, the coin multiplier packs. That's what I was trying to go to. Yeah, I won 1,039, and it is Thorns resistance, but I also was not watching it at all. I don't know how exactly I got that low. I also was not really watching when I died. I noticed I died by seeing the dead screen. Oh, they updated battle history. Thorns is very rough. Gotta deal with Thorns plus fast ulti. That's rough, dude. But yeah, I'm very likely gonna respec and rerun. I don't want to get N30. It's just not enough. Glass Cannon is fun. Don't get me wrong. I prefer EHP. I think it's more fun personally. But I also typically play like tanks or healers in games and stuff like that. So that's just me. But for now, I'm just gonna go straight back into farming. I do need to go get some stuff done, but I'm gonna try. So it's 110. I'll likely try to rerun around just before 7. It gives me 6 hours. It's not enough for a full run. I honestly don't even know what killed me. What killed me? Scatter killed me. I need to work on Scatter Amp Lab and Missile Lamp. I need to do more damage. Just a little bit. Yep, later, Rover. Thank you for tuning in. I'm actually about to end. I gotta get out of here. But I appreciate all of you stopping in and hanging out. And I hope you all have a great day. You're a big fan of the early hybrid. Yeah, early hybrid is nice. And for tournaments like this one where you got Thorns resistance, early hybrid is really nice. Like this tournament is a beautiful thing for early hybrid because you're still relying on EHP, but then you have enough damage to help the Thorns that are lacking. But I am going to be getting out of here. So I just want you guys to remember, it's a good day to have a great day.